Imagine one ordinary morning. Billions of people wake up and discover the internet has simply stopped. There is no warning, no dramatic countdown, just silence. Messages fail to send. Bank accounts won't load. GPS maps freeze in place. Most of us would assume it's a routine, temporary outage. We are conditioned to feel like connectivity is magic. We tap a screen, and because it feels weightless and wireless, we naturally assume the whole system exists in the clouds. But that's the illusion. Almost everything you do online actually travels through millions of miles of physical cables. Civilization quietly depends on this hidden network every second of every day. Because our digital lives rely on a physical infrastructure that remains hidden from the people who use it, the system is far more fragile than we realize. To find the most important communication arteries on Earth, you have to leave the sky and look at the bottom of the ocean. Right now, enormous bundles of lines stretch directly across the floors of the Atlantic, Pacific, and Indian Oceans. Inside those DT casings are thin strands of glass. Information travels through them as rapid pulses of light. These specific fibers carry nearly all international internet traffic. Every cross-border email, every overseas video call, and every global stock transaction races through these glass threads. We often picture global commerce running on satellites orbiting Earth. In reality, the global economy relies on glass threads resting unprotected in deep-sea mud. The ocean floor is not a peaceful abyss. It is a chaotic environment that is hostile to delicate infrastructure. The most immediate mechanical hazards come from maritime operations. A ship dragging a stray anchor can snag a communication line and tear it in half. Commercial fishing poses a chronic danger as well. Heavy trawling nets dragging across the seabed frequently hook onto these exposed cables. And then there are the biological anomalies. Engineers have documented deep-sea predators, like sharks, interacting with the system, biting into the very lines carrying the world's digital conversations. But when technicians began tracking unusual, tiny disruptions in data flow, they realized the danger wasn't only accidental. Targeted human disruption of these arteries could cut off entire regions of the globe. A single break usually won't bring down the internet because it evolved into a vast ecosystem. If a cable is cut, the network automatically tries to cram that traffic into adjacent, often narrower pathways. But that organic rerouting has a limit. When those neighboring paths get overloaded, they fail. That forces even more data into fewer lines, triggering a rapid, cascading wave of congestion that can knock out systems on the other side of the planet. The deeper you look into how this infrastructure operates, the more obvious it becomes that the internet is a vulnerable physical system under constant assault. The stakes are compounding. With the expansion of artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and remote work, these underwater cables have become essential to the functioning of modern society. Billions of devices communicate simultaneously across deserts and oceans every second. That the system functions reliably at all is a testament to the engineering and constant maintenance happening behind the scenes. That survival requires an invisible human workforce. Specialized global fleets, engineers, and repair crews are constantly patrolling the oceans, racing to fix damages and maintain the grid. So the next time you send a text message, consider the physical journey that information takes. It pulses out of your phone, routes through dark subterranean tunnels, races across thousands of miles of freezing ocean trench, and emerges on a distant screen seconds later. Every digital interaction we take for granted is sustained by an enormous, unseen physical reality. The simple act of getting online every day is a miracle of human engineering happening right beneath the surface.